good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell. I'm coming on here this morning because I want you all to really give me an ear, listen to what I'm getting ready to say, because it will help you, give you wisdom going forward here in life. I'm going to title this video, Life in General. Life in General. You have the choice, you have the decision each and every day in life. When you wake up, you can make and choose to either make life today joyful or it can be miserable. But that decision is totally up to you. Not only is that decision up to you, but in the decisions you make in your life, the choices that you make, the people who you keep company with, the environment that you are around on a constant basis, all of these have an effect upon you in life today. You know, life is entirely too short to go around miserable every single day. And you all have choices and decisions to make. Now think about this. Whatever choice and whatever decision you make in life is yours and yours alone. You should not have your life controlled, dominated, or manipulated by any other outside source. Everybody should get into the habit of taking personal responsibility for the choices and the decisions that we personally make in our life and the people who we choose to have effect on us, rather than blame shifting everything and pointing the finger to everybody else. Because after all, nobody is holding a gun to our head and forcing us and making us do anything. It's choices and decisions we choose to make ourselves. Well, it makes no difference on the religious, political front, the economic front. It's choices and decisions, money. Religion. Let's just use the term religion. You know, I've chose to read the Bible, read the scriptures, and I'm very discerning on reading them. And I've learned through trial and error in certain aspects of my life what works and what doesn't work. However, now I'm a pastor, so therefore I preach and I teach biblical principles. Now you can choose to accept those biblical principles that I preach and teach, or you can choose to reject them. But however, the choice and decision is yours and yours alone. But if you peer into my life, you'll see that the choices that I made actually bring forth good fruit. Now, people may disagree with that. That's their prerogative. That's their initiative or incentive. They can do that if they want. But ultimately, you have to be responsible for choices and decisions you make in your life. It's up to you to be happy. It's up to you to bring about a positive influence in your environment every single day, whereby people can grow. When people hear me preach, it's kind of unorthodox because they're not used to someone that is not going to preach them a smooth sermon, make them feel good and everything. I first have to point out the bad and the things that are detriment to us in our life, in order for you to be able to see clearly why you should do the good. Now, even at that, you have a choice and decision to make. You can choose to receive or reject. So the happiness that you have in your life today is based on you and you alone. Nobody can influence you to have a bad day or a good day. Now, they can do things to try to help you make a decision on which way you're going to go, but ultimately the decision is up to you. You can choose to accept or reject information coming your way, but the decision is ultimately up to you. And I think what I'm saying more than anything, going forward in life, you make the choices, you make the decisions, and you be responsible for what you choose to believe, accept, reject, or deny. And do not blame anybody else. If things go wrong in your life, you accept that responsibility for yourself. You make the necessary changes to implement goodness and bring about a positive influence and a positive change in your life. You will begin to see life in a whole different perspective and a whole different outlook. Again, it's entirely too short to have a bunch of negative influence or unhealthy people around you. So make choices and decisions that is going to bring about a healthy environment, a peaceful environment, a happy environment, and that may include that you may have to remove people out of your life who are actually dragging your life down, because you see that actually hanging around these people is not going to bring any strength to you at all. So I hope I've said something here this morning that's going to stimulate thought for today. Even when watching my videos, They're educated, they're very informative, they're very intrusive and provocative. They cause one to think. Even at that, you pick and choose what you would take out of these videos and hope that it would bring some type of enhancement in your life of happiness, peace, love, joy, and contentment. Y'all be encouraged. We'll come back a little bit later on. Shalom.